Hey marketers, Bree Nakatani here with Wishpond. I'm going to show you how to make a great webinar registration page that's integrated with GoToWebinar. To do this, we're going to use my favorite webinar registration template in the Wishpond landing page builder. Then I'll show you how to integrate with your GoToWebinar account to register signups on your page for your webinar automatically. First, I want to show you how to make a typical webinar registration page using GoToWebinar. As you can see, the pages give you very little flexibility, are not designed for conversion, and most importantly, are not mobile responsive. It also forces you to include fields for first name and last name, which adds a higher barrier to entry than just having an email address field without providing any more value to you.
Now let's take a look at the highest converting webinar registration page that I've created and what makes it convert so well. The first thing you'll notice is that the page is very short and that all of the high priority elements, most importantly the register now or call to action button, are above the fold. Above the fold is the section of the web page that a visitor can see without having to scroll down. Having the Register Now button here makes it easy for visitors to immediately find the element that they need to take an action on, without having to scroll down to find it. The easier you can make the conversion path on your landing pages, which in this case in the webinar registration page, the less your visitors will get confused and the more likely they will be to take an action you want them to. The huge color contrast between the CTA button in the background and the page copy and the button also play a huge factor in the page's conversion rate. The final element that makes this button so great is that the text on it is the action that the person is taking, which in this case is registering for a webinar. A lot of marketers tend to just leave the button text to something like submit, which is very ambiguous and does not give visitors any confidence in what will happen when they click it. One more thing that I want to discuss, because it made such an impact on my conversion rate, is the list format that we're using for the webinar details section. Using a list instead of a paragraph makes it super easy for visitors to quickly scan and find out what will be covered in the webinar. A lot of times people are only interested in a certain part of your webinar's general topic, so this copy format makes it easy for them to see that you're covering a specific strategy or idea that they want to learn more about. Overall, it's clean and simple, and it's designed specifically for the content a webinar registration page needs: webinar title and details, presenter bio, date and time, and registration form. After we integrated Wishpond landing pages with GoToWebinar, we switched to using this template and saw our conversion rates increase by over 120%. So basically, we were able to more than double our attendance numbers. Let me quickly show you the thank you page and why we want to send people to it after they register for our webinar. I made this using Wishpond's simple thank you page template. I made a short, personal video thanking them for signing up and giving them a bit more details into the things that I'll be discussing in the webinar. We've found this to be a great way to get our registrants more engaged and excited and ultimately get a higher percentage to attend the live webinar. I also included an additional white paper download on this page with content that complements my webinar. This makes it a super easy sell and will get my leads spending more time reading my content, engaging with my business.
Now let's go to Wishpond and I'll show you step by step how to get set up. First, we'll go to wishpond.com and create our free account on the home page. The great thing about Wishpond is that you can play around with all of the tools for free. You only need to upgrade and put in your payment details when you're ready to launch a campaign. This will take us inside the campaign's dashboard, where we have a ton of really powerful options for generating new leads and sales, including contests and exit pop-up forms. To create a webinar registration page, we'll click on Create a Landing Page, which takes us to the template gallery. Wishpond currently has more than 40 templates, and we're adding new ones every week.
Next, we'll click on Webinar Registration Pages in the sidebar, which shows us the templates built specifically for webinars. And then we'll click on the Wavelength template. And it takes us into the editor where we can customize our page.
Wishpond's landing pages have the best of both worlds. They're both very flexible and easy to customize, as well as being 100% mobile responsive. To edit any section, all I need to do is click on it. Then Wishpond gives me a ton of flexible options to customize it. First, I'll replace the default logo with my own. To do this, I just double click on it, then upload my image in the pop-up window.
Next, I'll edit each section, replacing the default text and images with my own. I can also click to edit the registration form, adding a checkbox to get them to opt in to receive emails from me, and changing the label of the button, and we're done.
Wishpond templates do allow you to easily customize a default post sign-up page that leads are sent to after they sign up. But I want to show you how to redirect people to a thank you page I built using Wishpond with an additional offer. To do this, I just click the drop-down menu in the top right corner, choose the redirect option, enter the URL of my thank you page, then click save. Now that I'm done designing, I go to the bottom of the page, click the blue Next button, and I'm taken to the Advanced Options step.
First, I'll name my page. Next, I can choose where to publish my page to, including my Facebook
and my own domain. But for now, I'll choose to host it on a custom Wishpond subdomain. We have a few other options for entry method, retargeting, and SEO that we'll skip for now and go straight down to connect this page with our upcoming GoToWebinar. To do this, I just set that I want to export leads to GoToWebinar, connect with my account, and select the webinar that I want to register leads for. And that's it. Now let's go to the live page and check it out. As a user, I'll fill out the sign-up form, click Register Now, and I'm taken directly to the custom thank you page. One thing you may notice on the page is that the email form field was already filled in. I did this using the pre-fill form field feature in Wishpond Landing Page Builder to pass that email address from the previous webinar registration page form to this one. It's an incredibly powerful feature that can give your conversion rate a huge boost. As for each form field you pre-fill, you remove one less step for people to convert on the page. And the less steps there are, the more people will convert. And now we can go into our GoToWebinar account and see that I have been registered for the upcoming webinar. And that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Bye for now.